In the year 1930, in a quiet little town called Hollow Creek, nothing much ever happened until one cold November night when a strange blue light was seen flickering inside the old Whitmore mansion. A place abandoned for nearly 20 years since the Whitmore family mysteriously vanished in 1910. The next morning, Sheriff Harold Moore found a single shoe covered in blood at the front gate, and the trail led straight to the mansion's cellar door, which had been sealed shut for decades. When the sheriff pried it open, he found a staircase leading down to a hidden basement no one knew existed, filled with jars containing what looked like preserved animal parts, and a human hand floating in one of them. On the far wall was a mirror, but not an ordinary one. It reflected everything in the room except for the person looking into it. The sheriff brought in the town doctor, who swore the hand in the jar was from a young woman, likely missing not more than a few days. The strange thing was, no one in town had gone missing recently, at least not that anyone reported. That night the sheriff stayed behind to keep watch, and the next morning he was found dead. His face frozen in terror, his badge missing, and the same eerie blue light glowing again in the window. The coroner claimed there were no wounds, no poison, no cause of death, just fear. After the sheriff's death, townsfolk started reporting whispers coming from the mansion at night, voices calling their names and lights flickering in their homes even when no lamps were lit. Then 3 children disappeared while walking home from school, and in their place, the townspeople found 3 small glass jars lined up neatly on the church steps, each containing a lock of the children's hair. Panic spread through Hollow Creek, and everyone began leaving town, except for a young journalist named Samuel Price, who came from Chicago to cover what newspapers had begun calling the Blue Light Curse. Samuel lived inside the mansion for 3 nights, writing in his notebook about cold drafts, footsteps on the stairs, and whispers calling him by name. On the 4th night he vanished too. When police came looking for him, they found his notebook open on the table, with the final entry saying, "The mirror shows her tonight. She's not gone. She's waiting for me." Beneath that, in different handwriting, sharp, shaky, and childlike, were the words, "Don't break the glass." The mansion was sealed again, but in 1945, soldiers returning from war camped near Hollow Creek reported seeing that same blue light glowing through the trees, flickering like it was alive. When they went to investigate, they found the mansion had burned down completely, except for one thing: the mirror, standing perfectly untouched in the middle of the ashes. It was later moved to a museum in Chicago, but every night after it arrived, guards swore they could hear tapping on the glass from the inside and faint laughter of children. Eventually, the mirror was locked in storage, where no one has dared to open it since. The old townsfolk of Hollow Creek, those few still alive, say that the Whitmore family wasn't murdered. They say they made a deal, trading their souls for immortality inside the mirror, feeding on anyone who came too close.